Anybody that's been here for a while will know that I'm a big fan of Milwaukee's lighting systems. Their pocket flashlights, their dual power tower lights, their rover lights, their magnetic lights. They do a great job. But here's the thing. This pocket flashlight pretty much ticks off all the features that I want, except for one. That's included in this new version here. This flashlight offers best-in-class features you're not gonna find from any other flashlight maker. We're gonna share it all with you. We're gonna get it unboxed, we're gonna put it through some tests. I'll give you my impressions, and it's all gonna happen right after this message from our sponsor, VCG Construction. Want to help out with the channel? Head on over to the merch store. You get your hats, hoodies, t-shirts. Link will be in the description below. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Vince, and I'm like this all the time. We have Milwaukee's Rechargeable 500 lumen everyday carry flashlight. Milwaukee tells us it delivers 500 lumens of TRUEVIEW High Definition Output. The Rechargeable 500 lumen everyday carry flashlight with magnet provides the ability for users to use in hand or work hands-free. The magnetic base allows users to quickly switch from handheld use to hands-free, while a reversible clip makes it easy to attach to the brim of a hat or a pocket. It has 3 output modes, including high, medium, and low. It comes with USB recharging and onboard battery indicator. It's designed with a bullseye beam pattern to provide optimized distance and up-close illumination. Now, with that being said, the reason I like this USB rechargeable Milwaukee flashlight is because it does have a focusable beam. It does make this flashlight a little bit bigger, but I was okay with the trade-off because of the benefit of a focusable beam. I've used other flashlights from Milwaukee that have the bullseye style of beam pattern. We're gonna have to see how I like this one. Milwaukee says that it's built to withstand the toughest job site conditions. It's IP67 rated for protection from water and dust up to 1 meter. Or, if you speak the Queen's English, that's 3.28 feet. And it's rated for drops up to 4 meters or 13.1234 feet. There seems to be no easy way to make this happen, except for me to pull out my knife. And that doesn't even seem to be that easy. Well, I'll tell you what, if this doesn't turn out to be a good flashlight, Milwaukee, you do make one heck of a protective package. I'll tell you that much. All right, finally. This is my EDC. It's done very well for me. I like this flashlight a whole lot. It's plenty of bright, it's 1100 lumens. But you can see the size difference between the two flashlights. They're very similar in shape. It is half the lumens. I like the idea of the reversible belt clip. It's reversible in the fact that you can clip it on the brim of a hat, like that. Then let's go to high, medium, low. What Milwaukee's decided to do is put a very hot spot in the middle of the beam, and then it spreads out and becomes less focused out at the edges to give you a wider pattern overall, but a very focused pattern in the center. It's a bullseye pattern. You can see, I mean, we could bring it in a little tighter. You can see that hot spot in the middle, and then the pattern, less focused around the edges, it's softer, but you're getting that hot spot and then more overall lighting. This is, I believe, high, let's check. That's medium, low, which is still pretty bright in this back area. which will give you plenty of runtime or more runtime. Going through the functions and different brightnesses, I could feel some heat build up here at the LED itself. So the first gripe that I have with these style of flashlights is the placement of the button. It makes more sense in this flashlight to me than it does in this flashlight, and I'm going to share why in a minute. But the reason I have a gripe about the button placement to begin with is that there have been instances where I've put this down into my pocket. I carry it with me every day, put it into my pocket, and for some reason, the button gets actuated. You can see this one needs to be recharged, but the button gets hit, and then next thing I know, I have a burning sensation in my pocket. I will also admit that at the end of the day, sometimes I will take my pants off and I'll leave the flashlight in my pocket, and I've come back to a dead flashlight and an extremely hot pair of pants. I almost wondered if those pants could have caught fire. Maybe not so much for me, but let's just say we had an auto mechanic that has maybe grease or gasoline or something on their clothes, a residue that was more flammable. Could that cause a fire? I don't know. I think that you have to be very careful with the button placement here. I don't know why it's not necessarily on the cap of this flashlight. Similarly, it's placed on this flashlight. Like I said, it makes more sense to me that it is. We have USB rechargeable. We have a little cover here. It's like a rubber cover. It's not similar to this cover style on its big brother. So this spins open and closed. It does a pretty doggone job of keeping dust and water out. This one just seems to be a rubber boot, but according to Milwaukee, it does keep dust and water out up to over 3 feet. We're gonna have to test that. It's also good for a 13-foot drop. It has a nice knurling on it. I like it. It is extremely small, and the size of the belt clip, it doesn't feel as ergonomic. The size of that reversible belt clip, I probably would find myself, instead of holding it like a searchlight like I would with this flashlight, I would probably use it more like a pointer style, holding it with my index and thumb. We can see here, instead of the indicator being in the switch itself, like the bigger model, they've put the battery indicator here on the side of the flashlight. Here's the one key feature that is going to make this my EDC over the large focusable flashlight, and that is something that I've talked about in a live stream previously, and literally I talked about my second gripe with this flashlight. And that is the absence of a magnet on the cap. And like I said previously, I understand why the button's up here on this flashlight, because they do include that magnet on the cap. This flashlight, not so much. Maybe if you're working up above the ceiling, on unistrut, I-beam, electrical boxes, there's so many great functions with this. So usually this behemoth would sit here next to my knife, but I'm looking forward to swapping out. Wow. I love that deep carry pocket clip. You seeing the difference there? Almost the whole, because of the curve on the pocket clip, almost the whole flashlight is concealed in your pocket. Whereas its bigger brother, you have all that flashlight popping out of your pocket. I really like that feature. I mean, we're 10 foot. We're 10 foot. If it survives the 10 foot on concrete, maybe we go higher. Now, here's the question. Do we go outside and throw it off the roof? Yeah, I think we do. 1, 2, 3. So, our light still works, still cycles. We got a little abrasion here back at the cat where it landed, and our belt clip popped off. It looks like our belt clip's actually a little bent, but we did just drop it off the roof. Oh, look at it, right back into place. Man, we gotta test it something just a little bit tougher. The only concern I'd have about that damage is if I'm placing it on some type of, stainless steel or finished metal or something, and it's just become rough. Be mindful of that if you drop your flashlight, but you're going to still use the magnetic function, because you could mar the surface that you're attaching to. And if you like seeing the best-in-class features of Milwaukee flashlights, then smash the like button. It's free for you to do. It doesn't cost you a dime, and you'll get 7 years of good luck. Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy, and you're here in the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, here, and maybe over here. See you later.